We're following breaking news on Capitol Hill. The House of Representatives just passed a stopgap government funding bill that would keep the federal lights on for a little more than a month. This bill now heads to the Senate. House Speaker Mike Johnson's making clear the onus is on Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer to get the bill across the finish line.
The ball is in Chuck Schumer's court. I hope he does the right thing. I hope he does not choose to shut the government down and inflict pain unnecessarily on the American people. I hope that they will vote on this clean short-term CR so that we can continue the work to get our appropriations done.
Let's go right to NBC News Chief Capitol Hill correspondent Ryan Nobles. Ryan, break down the vote for us and what happens now.
Well, it was along party lines. I believe one Democrat voted yes. It's exactly what we expected. And the speaker is correct. This ball is now in the court of Senate Democrats. The difference between the House and the Senate is, of course, that the Senate requires 60 votes to pass this type of legislation, and there are not 60 Republicans in the Senate. And Minority Leader Chuck Schumer has made it very clear that Senate Democrats are opposed to this legislation in its form and fashion. So what's going to happen now is that within the next hour or so, the Senate is going to vote on this legislation that's already passed the House. If it gets the 60-vote threshold, a government shutdown will be averted. We'll move on to the next day. If it doesn't, which is what we anticipate right now, our Majority Leader John Thune is going to put up a separate piece of legislation offered up by Democrats, which is their own version of a continuing resolution. It would only go until the end of October, and it also includes the extension of some Affordable Care Act or Obamacare subsidies, and also the clawback of the cuts to Medicare that were in the big, beautiful bill. Now, that is also going to fail. So the question then is, what will the two sides do? Will they go into their separate corners and just kind of go into a staring contest before we get to the end of the month? Or will they get into a room and negotiate this out? The biggest complication they're dealing with here, Anna, is the fact that they are going on recess next week for the Jewish holiday. So they won't be here to talk to each other about the next steps. We just heard from the Majority Leader John Thune a few minutes ago after the passage of the House legislation. He basically said that if the bill does not pass the Senate here in the next hour or so, that we are very much likely to see a shutdown. So that's the state of play here on Capitol Hill right now.